Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another solo Pokemon run. By the title, you can see that we're doing another Smeargle run. And in my last run, we played Fire Red with Smeargle only, and I had a lot of fun doing it. We were over-leveled through most of the game, and it was relatively easy. I do know my way around Fire Red very well. So, I wanted to do a actual Gen 3 game, either Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. I figured we'll play through Emerald. I know this game better than Ruby and Sapphire, but again, I've only played through maybe 4 times total through this game. So, we are going to play with the Smeargle only. Now, a little bit about Smeargle. It is a gimmick Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 2. Its gimmick is that it learns the move Sketch at level 1 and every 10 levels after that. Sketch is a move that will copy the move used last by the foe, and once that move is copied, it's known forever until it's replaced with another Sketch. So essentially, we can run our Smeargle through with the availability of 10 moves to us throughout its level up phase. An interesting way to play through the game, as Smeargle is not a great Pokemon, and as I said before, I have seen people do Smeargle runs with 6 of them, and we are going to do 1. Again, I thought this would be funny. This will be a fun way to do things, and Emerald's a pretty good game. It came out about the same year I finished out my high school career. So, yep, here we go. Anyway, the starting of this game is pretty basic. We talk to our mom, she shows our dad on TV, who is a gym trainer, Norman. We then have to go over to our neighbor's house, which is Professor Birch. Yeah, then we go upstairs to talk to May. There is a Pokeball on the ground that we have to interact with, and then she'll come, introduces herself, and gets ready for her adventure. We then go up here to the north side, and we have to go save Professor Birch, who is being attacked by a level 2 Zigzagoon. So, I have replaced, Trico. God, I was thinking for a minute. I've replaced Trico with Smeargle. So there is Mudkip, there is Torchic. We're going to get Smeargle. This should ensure that our rival gets Torchic, giving him a fighting-type Pokemon, which is going to be pretty decent for him and terrible for us. Again, we outspeed the Zigzagoon, so of course our Pokemon is not going to be able to get a move. We're going to call him Picasso 2. There we go. And yeah, we got to tell him yes that we want to go talk to May or whatever. But again, like before, we want to try to roll this. Right, we have a sassy nature. I think we're gonna want something like a adamant nature, something with a +2 attack. Which his stats are not bad, not bad at all. Her stats, rather. Okay, well, I think we're gonna try re-rolling to get a better nature. So with Rolling of Natures, this one's a funny nature, Hardy. It's basically a neutral nature. It raises attack, but lowers attack. So, it's kind of silly to have this, and looking at all the different natures, the only one that we really want is going to be Adamant, because it does a +2 attack and lower the special attack. The other ones lower things like special defense, or it lowers our speed. That's all the natures that have a plus attack anyway. And we want plus attack. Most of what we're going to be doing with Smeargle is using physical attacks. Its physical attack stat is a lot better than its special attack. So yeah, keep re-rolling. So I'm wrong in a couple of things. Number one, Smeargle's base stats, it is equal for attack versus special attack. So having a adamant nature is not necessarily the perfect nature for Smeargle because it just depends on how you want to play. We're going to be running through the game sketching certain moves, and I think we're going to try to get moves like Belly Drum or maybe Dragon Dance. We'll see. I know one of the gym leaders leads with an Altaria that always tries to use Dragon Dance. Belly Drum maxes your HP, your attack stat and cuts your HP in half. If we can get ourselves a move like Recover, that could be a good and threatening combination. A Naughty Nature does boost your attack, but it lowers your special defense. So I think we're gonna go with this. I think this is our Mon right here. Naughty Nature, it can only have the own tempo ability, so it is time to head to Route 103, I believe, to go talk to May, right? She's supposed to help us along on our journey, though she does not. We are at a huge disadvantage against May. We're going to outspeed her. I have gained a level on Picasso here, but we're going to have to struggle strat through. The only way we're going to be able to get a move is we're going to have to get our hands on like a Pokeball or something that we can stall a turn and potentially get some move from a Wild Mon or the trainers that are on the next route. The problem is we can't go to this next route until we have talked to May and beat her in a Pokemon battle. This guy will prevent us from leaving. So apparently he's drawing footprints of Pokemon, so yes, we are stuck to battle May. Now, again, like I said, we're not going to be able to sketch a move because we're faster, so Torchic's gonna hit us with some growls. We're gonna struggle our way through this, and this is the first time I've honestly been able to beat May. I've tried this a half dozen times. So now we're gonna go back to the lab, talk to Professor Birch once again, and then we can kind of start our official journey here. Because we get our Pokedex. Luckily, though, in this game, after we get our Pokedex, our mom stops us, talks a little bit, and gives us the running shoes right away. That is a nice change in pace of games compared to Fire Red and Gen 2 and Gen 1. Yep. Of course, you know, on our nice Nintendo DS that we have here, you know, we have access to this button. So, now we have in our possession, if I can actually go down, we have some Pokeballs. We have 5 of them. So we can stall out a turn, hopefully not catching a Mon. And I think our first move that we're going to get is Water Gun. Water Gun is going to help us with the first gym leader who has Rock-type Pokemon, 2 Geodudes, and a Nose Pass. Outside of that, I really don't know. I don't know Emerald that well. We're going to be learning. This is going to be a fun little struggle for us, and I hope you guys enjoy the struggle as well. Had to waste 2 Pokeballs, but it did use Water Gun, and now we have Water Gun. Not a bad little move. We're going to run away from this battle. It is special, which is fine. Our special attack actually a little bit higher right now. But this does 40 base power, 100% accurate. This is going to be a nice little move to start running through the game. And like I said, I know of a few things that we're going to want to do, and I am going to pay attention to different Pokemon. There's just not a lot of options at the very beginning of the game. So we're going to battle ourselves some trainers. We're going to go talk to our dad and keep on heading through. Another nice thing about the actual Gen 3 games, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, is we do have these options right here. There's 2 Oran berries here. We can pick up different berries throughout the game using these to our benefit. Pecha berries are going to be good. And I guess I can go ahead and replant the berries, right? Do the nice thing and we'll plant a Pecha berry and an Oran berry, and we will put the Oran berry that we have left over on our Pokemon. Now, before I get too far into the game, I am going to want to go back or into some grass and catch myself a Zigzagoon. for an HM user, because just like in Fire Red, we are going to be playing around with only a Smeargle, but of course we are going to have some HM users to get around the game. Ah yes, talking to our dad triggers the Wally little side story in the game. He wants to use one of Norman's Pokemon to catch his own Pokemon, and then we're supposed to go help him out, and he runs into the rare encounter of a Ralts. Lucky him. He's going to be one of our 2 rivals through the rest of the gameplay. So, our dad wants us to go to Rustboro. Then we talk to this guy. And now we head off on a whirlwind adventure. Our Smeargle's doing alright. We do have a Zigzagoon for an HM slave, and it also can pick up items for us. Now, if we were playing in Ruby or Sapphire, the pickup ability that Zigzagoon has is completely busted. Meaning that it can pick up any items in the pickup move pool. In this game, they fixed that, they tweaked it to where level is dependent upon the items it can pick up. So I'm not going to be getting myself a bunch of rare candies and things like that with the pickup ability, but we are going to get some random bits like escape ropes and potions and things like that. Don't need a lot of these things. What we need is more moves. Now, one thing Emerald does different than Ruby and Sapphire is it really focuses on the double battles. And we've got to pay attention to that. Most of them are unavoidable. Like here, if we would have came up this way through here, we could have talked to this trainer and battled it by itself and then battled the hiker by itself. I accidentally came up right here, so I got the double battle. There is going to be a gym leader later on that we do have to take on in a double battle format, but it's fine. Let's take this. We got another escape rope, and I was in the middle of a battle with a trainer that had a Lotad and a Shroomish. I ran out of PP on my water gun, and my options were to either sketch Astonish from the Lotad or sketch Tackle, which I sketched Tackle. Again, we have a terrible Tackle, but hey, we've got 8 more moves that we can potentially learn, and I'm doing some research and doing some figuring while I'm running through this game. I think we're going to sketch a Belly Drum from Lanoon from our dad later on. Maybe go and fight a Wild Staryu and try to get Recover. That would be a good combination of moves there. And then having a couple of attacking moves that we could do with would be super fun. Another thing that we could do is sketch Lock-On from the Magneton that Watson has. And then eventually sketch like Sheer Cold, because then we would never miss a one-hit KO move. That could be a lot of fun to play around with, but very low PP. So we're going to go through the game and there's a lot more options as far as moves go in Emerald. But it's time. It's time to take on our first gym leader. So let's take on Roxanne. Her 2 Geodudes should be no problem with Water Gun. Even at our level, we should be able to take them out relatively easy. And I think I forgot to put an Oranberry on, but here comes the Nosepass, who is a little more of a pain in the butt, as you can see. So let's try equipping an Oranberry. And then we'll do a better save this time, and we'll run through this a little bit better. We might have to go train our Picasso here. We are level 15, matching level for level. But there's no way we're gonna beat her because of our attack is abysmal, right? So there are a couple of routes that we can go train on. Our attack stat is 11. Our special attack is at 12. So I think we're just gonna go do some training with these, or on these other routes rather. Gain a little bit of levels, and come back and do this when we're a little bit higher of a level. There's not much going on up here on Route 115. I think there is an item that we can get over here. Yep, Super Potion. And outside of that, I don't think there's much we can do. We'll come down this route eventually later on. But out here, on Route 116, there are a fair amount of trainers that we can battle. Starting with this bug trainer, we can go through all of this and gain hopefully a couple more levels. So I've gained a couple of levels, and we've done a little bit of training to the point where we can one-shot each one of the Geodudes, which is nice. And the Nose Pass is going to come out, and this is going to be a drawn-out battle. Which we almost beat it. The reason that is going to be a drawn-out battle is because she's going to use her potions on her Nose Pass, and depending on how many times she uses a potion and defense curls and things like that, will depict on how many times we are going to lose to her, right? It's a good thing we're not doing hardcore or Nuzlocke rules in this challenge, because we would not survive. Now, if I had myself another Oranberry, which I don't believe I do, yeah, I think we could easily beat this. Great ball, thanks. Thanks. So we're just gonna keep throwing ourselves. I don't want to overlevel too much. And it looks like with a little bit of RNG luck here, we can actually beat her. We're so close. So close. Again, an Oranberry would make the difference. Which we technically could go catch Zigzagoons until we found one with an Oranberry. But I don't know, other than that, how to come about one. I think all the growth spots have been checked out. Yeah, that one did. No growth spot behind here. And yeah. Let's go get this. Defend, I don't need. I'm not using items in battle. There was nothing up here as far as soil, so yeah, let me go look around. I'm pretty sure I've looked at every possible area. There's some up there, but I can't get to there without cut, and I can't use cut until I have the gym badge, so I think we're hosed. We could probably gain one more level as well, and that would be enough to beat Roxanne. And we could go back into the Rustfurrow Tunnel, or Russell Ruff Tunnel, whatever it's called, and fight a bunch of Whismers, because that does EV train our HP. Decisions. Yeah, we can't pluck our berry, which is unfortunate. So I think we're stuck just throwing ourselves at Roxanne until the inevitable RNG works in our favor. Right? Right. As I said, we just had to keep throwing ourselves at her. We now have the badge where we taught Zigzagoon cut, and our Smeargle's doing okay. You know, our stats are decent for the moment, but it's time to go do some more storyline stuff. We gotta go chase down the Devon goods all the way from the tunnel that we've already been in. And looking through, you know, we're gonna get a sketch here soon, in about 3 more levels, and looking at the different moves and stuff that we can gain, it's gonna be a while before we get too far. I think we're going to want to try to get our hands on some kind of flying type move before we go fight our next gym leader, which is going to be Brawly. He is a fighting type, which is good against us. So inevitably, what we can do is we could sketch Seismic Toss off of Brawly, which would be a good move to have throughout the rest of the game. As we've seen in other playthroughs, that's not a bad idea, but with the Belly Drum, I think we're going to play around with some different strategies than using moves like Nightshade or Seismic Toss. So maybe what we need to do is chase down a Tailo or something, see if one of them knows Gust, It's a low move, but we don't have many options for the moment. So, time to go get this guy's Wingle and get the Devon parts. Go talk to the Devon guy that's going to give us a letter that we need to deliver to Steven Stone. So now that we got the Pokenav, which we can use for a map or we can use it for match call, this is nice. I like this. We have a rival battle here. So we got a fighter. She won't let us leave. She has a level 13 Lotad, which shouldn't be any problem to us. And does have a level 15 Torchic, which we can pretty much just destroy with Water Gun. Now, we could have sketched Ember off of her, which would have been pretty good. Just to have a coverage here, but it's no problem. And now we gotta go chase down Mr. Briny and head to Slateport City? Not Slateport, we're going to a different port. So before we do that, we're actually, like I said, gonna want to get another sketch and potentially sketch something. Peck? Peck's not a great move, but Tailo does not learn Wing Attack until level 13. And I don't believe that we can fight a level 13 Tailo. So out here is going to be our best bet for fighting Mons. And yeah, level 8. So it knows Quick Attack. Peck, Growl, and Focus Energy is its moveset. Dewford. Dewford is the name of the town. And my dad calls... Sweet. So, what we can do now is we can go deliver this letter to Steven Stone. We can bypass Brawly's gym for now. And what we could do is head to Slateport City and potentially get ourselves a better move. So we have a little bit easier time, right? Grab the Silk Scarf, which was a good idea, and let's go fight ourselves some fishermen. Which these guys shouldn't be too bad. Especially this one that just has some Magikarps. And a Tentacruel. No big deal. There is going to be this hiker right here that gives us Flash. Which I'm not sure if Zigzagoon can actually learn, but this is the only place I believe that we need Flash. And I'm not going to use it. We're just going to kind of feel our way in the dark. Oh, we got a Repel. How neat. Makuita. So yeah, we're gonna look at the Pokemon that we have inside of the cave here, Granite Cave, and see if there's anything worth potentially sketching. Well, we got the TM for Steel Wing, which we can't use from Steven Stone, and looking through the different Pokemon that we've encountered, we have a couple of options. We ran into a Sableye that has the potential of knowing Nightshade. But I don't want to go down that route, and there is also the Aerons that know Headbutt, and Headbutt is a good move. Base power 70, normal, so we get a stab option from it. 100% accuracy, so we might come back. We might come back. Really, I need to save my next sketch for something that's going to be good against, oh, dang it, I did it. Something that's going to be good against these guys. We're just going to use a Growl. It's no big deal. Yeah. Gotta save our sketches. We gotta plan this out. This one's going to be a lot different because I don't know... We're not going to teach him Headbutt. Yeah, we're not gonna... I don't know this game as well as I know Fire Red. So, there is our next sketch learned. Which is awesome. I don't want to get into too many fights. There's a couple more battles we can do. There's items like that that have trainers that will try to initiate a fight. There's some Team Aqua stuff that we've got to do. And really what I want to do is I want to go to the route to the north and see what I can encounter here. Nice, so we made it through the Team Aqua stuff in Slateport there and made it up to our rival battle with May before heading to Mauville City. And this Wingull is a high enough level that we learned Wing Attack off of it. Wingull learns Wing Attack at level 13, and the Wingulls on Route 111 that we are on right now, or Route 110 rather, are level 12. So luckily for us, we don't have to worry about it. We've got Wing Attack. I have 2 moves that can hurt Combusken, and I think Wing Attack's going to be the better one to go. Just kidding. Just knock me out. So, that's pretty good. Yeah, we did. There was some Aqua guys blocking the route right here, so we beat those. We can go finish off our rival, or we can head back to Brawley, which I think is what I want to do. I beat all the things that I can, except for this trainer right here, because he has a Machop that whoops me. So let's head back to Dewford and take on Brawley. So I'm trying not to over-level Picasso like we did on other runs previously. And our Smeargle is looking decent. Decent attack, decent special attack. We've got a decent moveset with Tackle, Water Gun, and Wing Attack. I'm hoping that this battle against Brawley will go my way and not the other way. We are 10 levels higher, but that doesn't mean anything for a normal type Pokemon that has a weakness such as fighting types, especially with the Makuhita that's on the backside. This thing's pretty bulky. Like I said, Brawley may be one of the... Oops. Oh, that is completely my mistake. Yeah. Brawley is a beast. Or at least his Mons are. So this is going to be a heal turn. We do gain a level in the middle of it. Meditite's going to go for Meditate. And his Makuhita is going to take us out. So we could do the same thing where we keep throwing ourselves at him until we beat him. And then progress forward. It's not like I have any real, you know, I can't die or the run's over, that type of stuff. So we are just playing for fun, but we are being challenged, right? My plan with Smeargle is after we get going through some of these gyms is I do want to get Recover off of like a Wild Staryu, which is possible. Belly Drum off of the Norman battle, my dad in the 5th gym. Some kind of move like Headbutt off of Aeron out of Granite Cave. Things like that. You know, I have plans for what I want to do now that I've been playing around for a little while. But this is going to be one of those battles. So we're just going to keep trying. We'll give it, I don't know, 7 or 8 more tries. If we don't make it, then we'll just move on for a little while. So after many failed attempts at beating Brawley, we've just decided to move on. I can get through his Machop and his Meditite pretty easy. Meditite tries to use Meditate. Doesn't do anything to us. If his Machop doesn't actually use Bulk Up, we can mow it down pretty good. If it uses Bulk Up, it beats us. Getting to its Makuhita, it uses Bulk Up the first turn, and then it just destroys us. So, we're going to try to battle May, which I forgot to save before doing this, so this could turn out pretty bad. And I'm going to have to sack Zigzagoon, which is no big deal. So, I'm at a wall. Literally. And I did this to myself. What is that? Base power 60. I did this to myself with stacking the deck against myself. And not having any good... Or I have a good move, but Combusken now can take me out pretty easily with Double Kick, even if Wingull doesn't do a lot of moves. Or a lot of damage to us, right? 1 Double Kick, we're done. So... what to do? We could gain a level, couple of levels, and get our next sketch, and then we could sketch like Howl from the Poochyena, which will boost our attack. That's still not going to do anything against the Combusken, but it with Water Gun anyway. But it could make it to where we can beat the Combuskin with Wing Attack. So, I'm going to try to throw myself at May one more time, utilizing Wing Attack, because it is technically my strongest move. And there it is. Yeah, not enough. So, I think what we're going to have to do is grind off of some wild Pokemon here. Which I'm not sure if Poochyena is actually something I can battle here. It is. That's good, because Poochyena gives attack EVs. So I think we're going to do a little bit of EV training and try to get ourselves to a little bit higher of a level. Maybe get to like level 29, gain 2 levels here, and then try to take on May, see if that works. If it doesn't, then we'll go for 31, and we'll try to get ourselves a little bit of a setup move. Alright, a little bit of EV training later, and all you have to do is run around in the grass and run from every battle outside outside of the Poochyena. So, we're going to take on May, and we did a lot more damage to the Wingull, and we almost beat Combuskin. I think if we were to gain one more level... No, maybe? We did it. We did it. Oh, we got an item finder. That's pretty nice. I like that. Anyway, we're running back. We're gonna go heal ourselves. I know New Mauville is right there, but I think there's a few other trainer battles that we can fight. Yeah, a little bit of EV training went a long way for our Smeargle here, who is very, very close to another level. So we're just gonna do some grinding. Only +1 to attack that time. And we are paralyzed, so we're gonna want to run back. But we're about to gain ourselves a sketch, and like I said, we're getting really close to the point where our sketches are gonna be important to carry with us until we get the moves that we're looking to end the game with. Otherwise, our sketches are going to get fewer and far between. Now, lessons learned from the last run, obviously we can't have 2 of the same moves, so we want to utilize our sketch before we gain another level, which is why I ended up with Tackle outside of any other move. So, let's, where are we at? We're at level 30? You know what? We're gonna go try Brawly one more time, right? We have to backtrack anyway. So if we don't beat him this one time around, then we won't do it. But I want to take him on and see with the new attack if we can beat him. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, we could beat him. We kind of got lucky that we didn't kill his Meditite in one shot, so he used a potion because he has 2. He did use it against his Makuhita, but that just gave us the opportunity to hit it basically with 2 wing attacks in succession. So, we got the Knuckle Badge. That's one of the bigger badges out of the way for us. I think we're still going to struggle through because Smeargle is not a great Pokemon, and we get the TM for Bulk Up, but who cares because we can't use it. But yeah, we have many more challenges ahead of us, but that one was kind of a big one. Again, as I said, I don't want to overlevel too much. We are going to have to overlevel this Smeargle to be remotely viable in these fights, but that is 2 badges in our pocket, so now let's head to Mauville and go for our 3rd badge. So we are back to our battle with gym trainers with Watson. We beat everything in his gym, and it starts with a level 20 Voltorb. Now, Voltorb is not something I believe has a good moveset, but we're going to look it up nonetheless. So at this moveset, it should know Charge, Tackle, Screech, and Sonic Boom. It actually learns Spark at level 21, so... Wow. Electrike also doesn't have that great of a move set. At its level, it's going to know... Well, it could be a hodgepodge of things. It could know Spark, Quick Attack, Howl, Leer, Thunderwave, and Tackle. Shockwave. Interesting. So we need to put on a berry. To give, so that we don't have the paralysis chance, and let's try to take him out some more. Use self-destruct there, which is best case scenario. We do have our sketch, so that's why we're looking at this Magneton. This is his big boy, bulky boy. As far as I know, Magneton doesn't have a great move set, but its potential moves, it could have Metal Sound, Supersonic, Tackle, Thundershock, Sonic Boom, or Thunder Wave. And we're going to use Water Gun against it because nothing else is going to do damage to it with its steel typing. So, we are nowhere near ready to take on Watson. Right? We got lucky with the self-destruct, and I believe that he has a... What's Electrike's evolution on the back end there? Yeah, what is it? That I actually don't know. I should know it. Manectric. But there are some trainers out this way that we can go battle against. We have the daycare that we can go mess around with, and then we have trainers up this way up until we get to the Rock Smash Rocks. As well as some trainers, I believe, out on the beach. Yeah, so I'm going to battle all of these trainers and see what kind of level we gain. We did get another sketch, so that's good. I'm taking the berry off just in case. I want to save the berries for gym trainer battles. So I beat all the trainers and I came up here to the northern route, which is Route 111. And there's a little house up here where you can fight 4 trainers in a row. We beat them and they gave us a Macho Brace, which is really a nice thing to have. Especially when we are trying to EV train. This is going to work wonders for us now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the Silk Scarf to Picasso rather than the berry, and we are going to try our hand at Watson once again. Out on the route to the left here, which is Route 117, I sketched the move Headbutt. Yep, because that is a much, much better move than Tackle. Tackle is terrible. I don't want to use it. Headbutt is a good move that may cause flinching. So when we get our next sketch, we will get rid of Tackle. And hopefully we'll be close to taking on our father. I don't know. But it's time to go get to Watson. Which honestly shouldn't be that hard. We just got to do a couple of these little tricks here. It's kind of silly that your gym does all of this, Watson, just for us to come up here and battle you. Which, most likely, he's going to win anyway. We are going to speed this up. But Headbutt is going to get us through the Voltorb a lot faster. It's going to get us through the Electrike a lot faster. Everything is faster than us, and that's okay. But the real challenge comes from the Magneton. Right? We don't have a good move to go up against its steel ground typing. If we had a ground move, we could do some damage, and we have the only option we really have is Mud Slap. Mud Slap's not a great move. It does lower accuracy though, so maybe I should look at sketching that. Of course, I killed off all the trainers and we're kind of low on some things, so I'm gonna throw myself at Watson a few times and see how RNG plays out. That's some serious EV training right there. I went back to one of the earlier routes, Route 103 as a matter of fact, all the way back. Put on the Macho Brace, And I have been grinding for the last 20 minutes just off of Puccina's. That is plus 19 to attack. Because I cannot beat Watson, no matter what I do. I threw on the Macho Brace, I have literally gained 1 level, and that is a huge jump to our attack moves. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably do the same thing, and just continue. But I don't want to waste all of my EVs on attack, right? We want to place some in attack and some in other potential EVs. You know, you gain some inherently as you play through the game. Beating different trainers and beating different Pokemon. That's just how it goes, and we want to balance ourselves out to where this thing isn't a glass cannon. But yes, I did come all the way back. I want to go to Dewford, my friend. And it was not a bad little 20 minutes. I threw on a video. I was just grinding away. And so we are going to make our way back to Watson. Now, the one thing that is pretty crazy, and I haven't really discussed it in either one of my last runs, is I do a lot of grinding. I do a lot of training. At least in the last 2 runs, I did a ton of grinding with Magikarp. I have yet to run into a shiny. That's something I find oddly, well, just odd. Really. You would think I would have at least ran into 1 shiny at this point, but I have not. Not a single one. So with the save under our belt, let's actually put on the Silk Scarf and take the Macho Brace off. We're going to do another save, and we're going to throw ourselves at Watson and see how this goes with it almost double the attack we had last time. One shot that guy, we're going to put Headbutt back up front. One shot the Electrike, and Headbutt is actually going to do significantly more damage than Water Gun. Which by significantly, I mean not enough. Not enough to grind down the Magneton when he uses a potion. But what we can do is we could hit this thing with Tackle, and then just Headbutt it for the one shot, waste the potion. Tackle this. No, he didn't use a second potion, because he used it on that turn instead. So, let's try this again. Tackle on this guy. There we go. Nope, looks like he's going to save it for Magneton. I was trying to peruse him into a potion usage. We definitely don't want him to save one for the Manectric coming on the back end. We get so close. We get so close. There's not much else for me to do. I have to beat Watson to get any further. It'll give me Rock Smash. We got paralyzed there. It's fine. He's going to use another potion here. Well, we tried. We definitely tried. I guess we'll go do some more EV training into attack. Oh. My fair derpy Smeargle. We can't even take out this guy. Now, if we did have a ground move that was significantly, you know, decent, we could probably take out Watson. But we're limited with what we have, right? And I don't know this game very well. I don't know all of the things. Again, I could grind myself up to level 41. I could get Howl. We could bump some Howls and really boost our attack. But I'm trying to not over-level too much in this game like we did last time. I pretty much grinded myself to level 30 in Mount Moon and then swept the entirety of Fire Red. And Fire Red is a really easy game, so back to EV training. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was just kind of throwing myself at Watson. We gained one more level, but I think we're maxed out on EVs on attack. I'm not sure still how EV training is, right? I've played a lot of Pokemon games, I know a lot about the games, but there's a whole nother world of things, just like with Minecraft, that you can dive into and competitive stuff and things like that. But we got past his Magneton with a critical hit, and then Electrike came out, and as you can see, we are on the verge of death. So he gives us the badge, we get Shockwave TM, which does nothing for us, and our Zigzagoon has an item. An antidote. I'm going to give the Silk Scarf back to Picasso, and we've done it. We have beat Watson. Ooh! That was crazy. Now, I gotta remember where. This guy gives us Rock Smash, right? No. He tells us where Rock Smash is. He says it's next to the bike shop. I think he means this house. Right here. Yep. So there's a couple of different things that we can do now that we have Rock Smash. First things first, we're gonna teach it to Zigzagoon. Because that's why we got the Zigzagoon in the first place. Now we're gonna come over here to Verdant Turf. And we're gonna go in here. We've already fought that trainer, and we're gonna break these because he gives us strength. Perfect. Now this is an easier way for us to actually get back when we need to Petalburg City. But for now, we are gonna go north. And Zigzagoon can learn strength, but at the moment, it's not really worth me teaching it to him. And we're just going to run from that battle. So now we can continue our way up to Lava Ridge Town, and I believe we get to Fall Arbor Town, sure. That's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. And I believe that in Lava Ridge is where we have the 4th gym, and then back in Petalburg is where, or Rustboro rather, we have the 5th gym where we can start actually gaining some moves that are going to help us to the end of the game. Now, I'm in Flannery's gym, and this Kecleon just used Flamethrower against me. I got into a double battle, and I went ahead and sketched it, because we're getting close to our sketch move in about 5 levels. So, I mean, we might as well. Flamethrower is a really good move, and our special attack is not as good as our regular attack because of our EV training, but our special attack still isn't bad. With a 90 base power special move, I think we can do some damage. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible? I gotta remember my way through this gym because I don't. Anyway, we're making our way to our 4th gym battle here. And that was not it. That's fine. We're gonna go heal. And then we will be heading towards Norman, right? So what we need to do is we need to get ourselves another sketch move before we get to Norman, so that we can sketch Belly Drum. That is definitely a move that I want. So, anyway, on to hopefully Flannery shortly. Yep, not too bad to get to Flannery. Now, her Pokemon are decent. They mostly know Overheat, which is going to lower their special attack. But it's still a pretty good move against us, and I don't know why I'm using Water Gun. I should be using Headbutt. Except against the Camerupt, because the Camerupt is 4 times weak to water, being a fire ground. So, Headbutt should take out Numel. Headbutt take out the Slugma. tired of dealing with the camera up, and then she has her bulky Torkoal at the end here, which we take out relatively easy. Perfect. So she gives us overheat and all of that. May talks to us and gives us the go goggles so that we can go through the desert outside of Route 111. And now it's basically time for us to backtrack to Norman. So, we got ourselves another nugget. Nice. So we need to gain ourselves about 4 levels on the Smeargle before we go to Norman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the top of the mountain, because they're coming down the paths. We didn't really fight all of these trainers. We did the Team Rocket, or Team Magma, Team Aqua stuff, but I didn't fight all of these trainers. I fought that hiker. This guy is important to know. We will have to come back here later on. This is the Team Magma base right here. Did we fight her? Nope. So, yeah, I'm just going to fight some trainers, gain some levels, and then we're on to the 5th gym badge. Alright, after a fair amount of training and getting our next sketch, we are now fighting our dad. Which, this should be a decent little battle, right? Spinda goes down to 1 shot. His Lanoon is what I really want to come out. Slack King, it's going to do some damage to us, but we will try a little bit of a flamethrower, because it's going to use counter. Now it's going to loaf off, so we're going to hit it with a headbutt. It might try something else right here, like counter, so we're going to hit it with the flamethrower. There we go. He's probably going to hit a potion. Oh no, Citrus Berry activated, that's right. Another headbutt. He's loafing around, and yep, I figured he was going to use a potion, so we didn't want to go for a physical move, just in case. And since Slack King didn't go, this counts as his attacking turn? No? Maybe not. Facade, that's a good move. It's a good move, but not one I want to sketch. And just to be safe, we're going to use Flamethrower again, which takes it out. Slacking is a very bulky Pokemon, not too worried about it. Vigoroth, though, is a beast. Can be a beast. We're way over leveled like we were before, but there's not much you can do. We got the flinch with Headbutt, so that's good. Easy takeout. Now, I'm probably going to lose this battle, which is fine, because I was waiting for this Pokemon to come out, Lanoon. So we're going to hit it with a wing attack. Very good. It used Slash. Interesting. We'll hit it with another wing attack. It uses Slash again. And we're going to reset, because Lanoon typically uses Belly Drum on its first turn. Maybe what I've got to do is use an item in battle as to not inflict any damage on it. I don't know. We are going to kind of run through this again. Spinda's a one-shot. Slacking comes out. Flamethrower on its counter turn. We burned it this time, which is good. 2 headbutts take it out. Vigoroth, I'm not really worried about it. So I know I said no items in battle, but we're going to use the Super Potion here just to see if that does anything. Cut its own HP to maximize its attack. So we're going to sketch that. Now, this is why I said we may lose this battle. Because a slash, a belly drummed slash, is going to kill us, which is fine. We'll just growl it and it's fine. We lost the battle, but we got belly drum, which is the whole reason we went in there. Right? Now, we should have no problem against our dad here. Because if we do the same thing and hit belly drum, it's going to cut our HP, maximizing our attack. I cannot get confused, which is nice. Headbutt, gone. 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 Yeah. Smeargle is now a beast. I'm thinking about getting the move Recover so that we can heal ourselves after the belly drum attack, or maybe just getting ourselves some leftovers, citrus berries, something like that. We're gonna go in here, he's gonna talk to us about Wally and give us Surf, which is really, really good. And as a matter of fact, I believe, let's see, Surf can be learned by Zigzagoon. And Strength can be learned by Zigzagoon. No? No. Oh. Interesting. So Picasso now has two moves that are going to see us to the end. Belly Drum and Headbutt for sure is going to see us. I'm not sure. This gives me a stat, or not a stab, but a super effective option against fighting type Pokemon. But I think with a Belly Drum, we can easily sweep a team with some careful planning. And also we have the Silk Scarf to help us out. So, with all of this being said, I believe now... Where have we gone? We've gone to Lava Ridge, we've gone to this town, yep, we've come back to Rustboro City. I think now that we have Surf, we're going to be going over into these towns like Fortree City and Lily Cove and things like that. We could even surf these routes down here if we wanted to. And yeah, it's time to go do some scouting around. And we actually have five badges under our belt at the moment. Well, we were just kind of cruising through the game and I forgot about the May fight that we have here on Route 119 to actually get ourselves HM2 Fly, which is going to come in very handy. I'm looking for... There they are. But it was relatively easy of a fight, right? We belly drummed and we took out everything with a headbutt. Super Potion, and what do you have? Mystic Water, okay. Neat. Oh, and here we go. It's my... I haven't jumped into a double battle in a long time. There's not much I can do, but... Oh, I do not want to use this thing. Headbutt. There we go. It's fine. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, we beat May. Very easy battle. And we're heading over to Moss Deep City now. The only gym trainer, like I said, that I'm really worried about is Tate and Liza. They are the 7th gym leaders. They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough because it's a double battle, and essentially I'm going to box everybody but one Pokemon, because I think we have to have 2 to fight her, I'm pretty sure, or them. Yeah. But I think a belly drum with a recover could be our best bet. But we'll see. We'll see. Same plan that I've had all along. We are going to take Winona on with a simple belly drum. Nice. Perish Song. There's no way I can win that battle. That's a good little tactic. Okay. Aerial Ace, that's good. So, Headbutt, Wing Attack, Headbutt, and Skarmory is going to go down to 2 Flamethrowers. Very, very easy win, right? Headbutt now should finish the Altaria. This thing does have Dragon Dance if we wanted to learn that move. It only boosts your attack by sitting on my controller cord here. It boosts your attack by 1 stage and your speed, which makes it a really decent move. But we're gonna hit it with a headbutt and take it out. 1 shot. Nice. So that is 6 gym badges in our pockets. We have 2 more gyms to face and a bunch of Team Aqua and Team Magma stuff to do, and then the Elite Four. with just Picasso. I need to throw cast form in the box here. And then I'm gonna need to get myself somebody that can fly. So that's kind of the next goal. I've been wandering around this map for many hours, so we're gonna try to find us somebody who can fly and see if we can't make a little more progress. So this is where we run into just a slight conundrum. Wing attack has proved to be a great move for us. It has dealt with a lot of different fighters throughout the entirety of the game. Flamethrower is a great move as well because wing attack is super effective against fighting type, and it's going to gain a boost from belly drum, whereas flamethrower, yeah, we can use it against things like steel type or grass type, which also we can use against wing attack against. We just don't have anything to boost it, and my final move that I really want for the Elite Four is going to be Recover, so that I can heal myself after my belly drums and just sweep teams left, right, and center. So I think the best play here is actually to get rid of Flamethrower. We've beaten Winona that had a Skarmory that was going to give us a little bit of a challenge, so I'm going to do it and probably regret it later. Well, here we get another opportunity to fight May in Lily Cove City. So again, belly drum, wing attack, headbutt if it doesn't protect, and one last wing attack to take it out. Wing attack was the better option here because it's a super effective move, right? And it's physical, it gets boosted. I believe it's physical, but anyway, that was an easy fight against May. Now, over here on this route, I can actually fish up some Staryu once I have the Super Rod. So, I need to get to Moss Deep City, and I misspoke last clip where we were getting to Fortree City and then Lily Cove. I need to get over here to Moss Deep City. In Moss Deep, there's going to be a Space Center and the option to get a Super Rod. Once we get the Super Rod, we can come back to Lily Cove City and do some fishing, which is super, super fun in Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. So much fun. Because right now, I can't get too many things inside the water. And I forgot. You gotta kind of wait, let it go, press A. And yeah, you just gotta keep messing with it, I guess. I don't really know how to fish in Pokemon Emerald. But it's not gonna be a Staryu. It's gonna be Wailmer, it's gonna be Magikarp, thing like that. So, what I've got to do now is backtrack to Mount Pyre to do the storyline stuff with the red and blue orb with Team Aqua and Team Magma. Which is just more and more stuff for us to do, right? This game is long and drug out by doing this stuff. But it's fine. We should be fine. The only thing I'm worried about is potentially getting another level with my Picasso here, which I do believe I spelt wrong, but that's fine. We're sticking with it. Anyway, I don't want to get the next level up and not have Recover, though I'm probably not going to learn my sketches because I think we're pretty set on moves, right? Now, unfortunately, we do have to enter this double battle here. Some of these are unavoidable. So we're simply going to just use Sand Attack. And Tropius comes out, who I will just use Sweet Scent on. And just sweep with Smeargle. Very, very simple. But yeah, more stuff to do. And then getting to Moss Deep to getting the Super Rod, so that we can fish up a Staryu to sketch Recover, which is going to be tough to get in its own. And then I think we have our final moveset for this run. Quick little side note for the Team Magma stuff. I told you that there was a Magma Grunt sitting right here, that it would be important later. When you get the Magma Emerald emblem goodness, from the top of Mount Pyre, this door opens, and you can come into Team Magma's base and start wreaking havoc. We do, unfortunately, need to teach a Pokemon Strength, which I'm hoping Tropius can learn. It can. That's good. So we will get rid of Razor Leaf. And now we do the Team Magma hideout stuff, right? All of this to eventually get to Moss Deep, which is gonna house the 7th gym, and then, I can't remember the name of the last town. Oh, Sutopolis is gonna be Seopolis? No, Seopolis is a whole nother thing. But Sutopolis is the city which our last badge is gonna be found. We will have to get over here to Pacifila Dogtown to come to something that's right in here somewhere, to awake Rayquaza, to stop Groudon and Kyogre from destroying the planet, and then eventually making our way to Evergrande City, which is going to require us to catch another Pokemon anyway. We need somebody that can learn Dive, and somebody that can learn Waterfall. Well, it's actually really easy. I don't know why the Staryu used Recover when its HP was full, but we're gonna run. Yeah, I used Belly Drum to waste a turn. It used Recover. I sketched Recover, and I honestly only spent like 10 minutes fishing. So I think this is a good moveset. Belly Drum to maximize attack while sacrificing some HP. Recover to bring that, because we can recover up to half of our max HP. And then just a headbutt or wing attack sweep to get us through any battles. We could go for a move like Body Slam. We could go for something a little bit heavier hitting like Takedown that does deal recoil damage. Double Edge, I mean, not Takedown. Takedown, I believe, is a base 80 as well. But with all of this in our bag, and our Smeargle sitting in the mid-60s, I think it's time to run through Tate and Eliza's gym and go for our 7th gym badge. A short time later, we make it to Tate and Eliza, which is a forced gym leader double battle. Pretty neat, honestly. But we're gonna try this. I know Claydol and Xatu are going to do some setups, so we are going to do a Belly Drum and a Sand Attack, then a Recover and a Growth. Let's see real quick. If I take... Yeah, technically I can take out the Xatu, but that sends out the Soul Rock. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be... This is gonna be a tough battle. That's why. Alright. I do have a Citrus Berry here. We'll take the Silk Scarf. And we'll try to fight her with a Citrus Berry so that Belly Drum... Now they're double teaming Picasso. Ugh. Oh, and the hardest thing is that the Soul Rock and the Lunatone that are going to come out are dual Psychic Rock type, so... Well, we'll keep throwing ourselves at her. Well, this blind, relentless tossing of the Smeargle at Tate and Liza was able to beat him. That took way too long. I should have just left and done some more training. But it is what it is, and I believe now... Let's put the silk scarf on. Back on, rather. I believe we go talk to somebody. And we get the HM for dive. No, first we gotta do, yeah, the magma stuff. More magma and Team Rocket stuff, but we have 7 badges on us, and we're doing great. I think it's kind of funny that Team Magma takes over the whole space station thing. They want rocket fuel to dump in a volcano. Makes total sense. That's what I would do. But we fight with Steven Stone at the top of this building, and then he tells us for helping him out, he wants to give us something, and then he leaves, and we have to go track him down in his house. Typical Pokemon logic. So, I do believe that I was in the right house up here in the upper left-hand corner, and he is going to give us the TM for Dive, or HM rather. So... I'm pretty sure that nobody on my team can learn Dive. And what we're gonna have to do is find a Pokemon that we can surf or fish up that can learn both Dive and Waterfall, bringing our total team to 4, though we're only using Picasso, obviously, for the run. The other ones are just HMs, but we're getting there, right? We're getting there. So, time to find us a new team member. Because what we have to do is we have to find the underwater thing that's in the middle of the ocean somewhere off of Route 126, I believe. And then we go find Arthur, the Team Aqua leader, awaken Kyogre, and then Kyogre and Groudon go to Sootopolis City and fight it out. We have to then go get to Rayquaza, awaken it to go break up the fight, and then, and only then, can we finally fight Juan, who is the 8th gym leader that uses water-type Pokemon. Correction on what I said last. Route 128 is the location. Basically surf due south of Moss Deep, and then we come in here. There's the submarine, so... Oh, we got a Tentacool now that knows Dive, and it can learn Waterfall. There we go. Team Aqua garbage now, right? More storyline stuff, pushing stones. There's so many HMs in this game. It's ridiculous. But we gotta battle a bunch of Team Aqua guys, which I need to use up my wing attacks for, because their Pokemon are relatively weak, and we want to save our headbutts. Super annoying to go through this part. But it's how we get to the end of the game. Now we're at the part of the storyline where the Team Aqua and Team Magma learns that the error of their ways. Maxie and Arthur both realize that there is no reason to expand landmass or expand the water, which is kind of an arbitrary subject when you think about it, because Hoenn, for the better part, is mostly water. Right? If we look at the Hoenn map, this is a good portion of Hoenn that is water. There's a good portion of Hoenn that's land. That's why these criminal organizations are completely ridiculous in their thought processes and what they're doing. But anyway, now it is time for me. I do believe I gotta make my way to Sutopolis to see the fight, and then wake up Rayquaza to fight these bad boys. So, Sutopolis City. I don't remember how to get there, so we're just gonna fumble around until we figure it out. Oh yeah, the Titans are fighting. We found our way to Sutopolis. It was pretty easy, heading towards Route 126 and then finding a dive spot and just kind of rolling around. You two need to stop fighting. Anyway, we gotta talk to more of these guys. They're so... I'd rather Team Rocket. Yeah, he takes us over here to Juan, down into the cave. Or Wallace, I'm sorry. This is the champion. Sky Pillar? Yeah, he left us in the cave, and now the final thing that we have to do for the Team Aqua and Team Magma stuff is get out of here and see what Zigzagoon picked up. An antidote, thank you. And the easiest way for us is to go to Slateport City and surf. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the currents that are outside of Slateport City. So we gotta go to Moss Deep and surf as far south as we can. Hook a left as we're looking. When you come due south and you get to this little spot of land, this is where you go into the Kyogre thing. It's right there. So we're heading to the Sky Pillar, but it is a little bit of a smart thing to stop at the town over here after we defeat this trainer. And get lucky with some avoiding of trainer battles. We can come back and battle all of these trainers, but Pacifila Town is good just to have this as a fly spot. Now we can easily come across here and jolt up here. Right there is the Sky Pillar, so we come back this way, come this way, and bam, here we go. Final stuff. Make it to the top, and there's Rayquaza. You know, for the time when this first came out on the Game Boy Advance, this is a pretty cool thing to see that stuff, right? Rayquaza flew off. I thought we were going to have to battle it. I should be able to fly from the top of this to Sutopolis. And now we get to see this amazing cutscene. This day and age, this seems kind of arbitrary, but for a Game Boy Advance, considering the hardware previously was the Game Boy Color, this was pretty impressive for the time. Like I said, nowadays it's rather arbitrary, but this was pretty cool in the time. Especially on a handheld, there weren't a lot of cutscenes in video games. There's Rayquaza breaking up the Mad Titans. Do they just go away? Mommy told us to stop fighting, so we go home now. And that's the end of the rain and the perpetual sun. If you can get your hands on Kyogre, Kyogre is an amazing Pokemon because it has the ability Drizzle. and it is a water type, so it can do some serious damage. But now, we talk to Archie, we talk to Maxie, who take no responsibility and they just laugh. And we talk to Wallace, who gives us the HM for Waterfall that we can't use until, of course, we beat the gym. So, it's time to heal up, and then go through the gym real quick to get our 8th and final badge. And then it's going to be off to do some grinding. Now, what I like to do is not do the puzzle, because I forgot. And I'm gonna mess up the puzzle when we get to the top. So that we can battle all the trainers in the gym, right? Because this gives us a whole slew. There are 6 here, 2 down there, and 1 more that we hadn't fought, so let's get through all this. Well, hopefully this will be a relatively easy battle because all of the trainers weren't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna set up on the love disc. I'm immobilized by love. It's quite annoying. There we go, we broke through our infatuation with the beautiful love disc. And now we're gonna mow these mons down. All the way to a Kingdra, which we one-shotted. Oh my goodness. And there we go. We got Water Pulse. We've beaten all of the trainers. We now have 8 gym badges. It's time. It's time to mosey to the Elite Four. I think I'm not going to learn the next sketches because we are about to learn one. I think our move pool is pretty solid. Wing attack is just a good move. Couple that with a belly drum, and I'm not too worried about some things if we need it. Headbutt is going to be the way. Now, through our journeys, we've collected a few things like a PP Max, which we are going to use now. I should have used this before. On Headbutt, I have a couple of PP ups. It really depends on where we're sitting for PP. Like, Recover has 20 PP, Belly Drum is 10. I should only be using that once a battle, so I think it's going to be worth investing these into Recover. So there we go. We do have ourselves 2 ethers, 3 elixirs, 2 max ethers, and 2 max elixirs. So we're looking pretty good. So we'll heal up. We will teach our last HM slave Waterfall. And now, we will actually just go ahead and dive. Thank you, Magikarp. No, we're not using you. And we're gonna just surf east until we can't surf east no more. And that should get us to Evergrande City and get us close to the Elite Four. Provided we don't run into any weird things like this where I goofed. Remembering all these routes in Hoenn can be rather arbitrary, right? But anyway, we're looking pretty good, I think, as far as movesets and things like that. I don't know. We're doing pretty good on levels as well. We are substantially leveled. And there are quite a few trainers that we could go fight if we want to. There we go. That is the only place we need Waterfall. There are some places that we could go explore if we wanted to get some items. But outside of that, that is it. I don't need Dive. I don't need Waterfall. I could technically put the Tentacruel away. Now it's Elite Four time. There are going to be, or Victory Road time, I should say. There are going to be some battles that we have to face, and the first one is coming up relatively soon against Wally. Haven't fought Wally in a while, but he's got a decent team. So a belly drum to a headbutt to get rid of the Altaria because it's using Dragon Dance. And we honestly should be able to sweep his team here. Even the Magneton who resists us. And finally his Gardevoir. Relatively easy fight there. So I will probably use the opportunity of random battles to do some healing and then wipe out Pokemon. Now there are portions of this where it is dark. I forgot about this. And I don't have a Pokemon with Flash, and I do not know my way around the Victory Road. Luckily, Tropius can actually learn Flash, so that's good. Nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I got this thing, but it is a great Pokemon, right? So yeah. We're just gonna mosey around here and probably get lost for a little while. It's fine. And we're gonna do things like that where we need to reset the boulder, but you get the point. Anyway, on to the Elite Four hopefully soon. Alright, level 80. I grinded the Smeargle up to level 76. We had 4 rare candies on us. Like I said, I don't know this game very well, but we did manage to capture or get those. So let's see if we can't beat the Elite Four. Now, Sydney is the first challenger. Using dark types, we are going to hit a belly drum, a couple of recovers, and then just sweep the team. Should be a fairly easy sweep. We're going to take this opportunity after battles to use up potions and things like that to go through and beat the next person, which is Phoebe, who uses ghost types. So we're going to hit a belly drum, we're going to hit a recover, wing attack. Most of these guys don't have a lot of things that they can use against us, which we do have a curse against us. Ah. Sneaky, 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 Phoebe. Sneaky. So Intimidate cuts us, a belly drum gets us down, headbutts work a little bit better. And unfortunately, the only way for us to get rid of Curse is going to be a swap out. Which I believe that this Dusclops uses. There we go. Doesn't look like they got off the curse this time, and it's just dependent upon, oh, there's another sketch, we're not going to learn it. Depending upon what Dusclops uses at the beginning, right? The only trainer here that I think is going to be challenging is going to be, Drake, who uses dragons. So, a Hyper Potion to get us. Let's check our power points. We're looking good. So on the Celio, we're going to use Belly Drum again. It's going to use Hail, we're going to use Recover, and then sweep the team. As we get pelted by Hail a little bit. And Belly Drum with Headbutt is enough to knock out the entirety of the team. While I'm thinking about it, we will go ahead and hit that. We will check our power points one last time. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pop an Ether, which I had to use one in Victory Road, just on Headbutt. And here we go. Here's the battle with Drake, who starts with a Shelgon. It's using Protect, so we get a Belly Drum off. And it's literally just a sweeping of the team. The Flygon did get an Intimidate on us, but that is all of the trainers done to this point, right? So PP restored. I bought full restores and don't even need them. Alright. Yeah, PowerPoints are looking good. Let's go take on Wallace. Says a bunch of stuff. It starts with the Whale Lord. We're gonna hit a belly drum. It uses Rain Dance. We use Recover, and it one-shotted us. Wow. 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 It outspeeds us. Maybe what I need to do... I don't think I can do any more EV training. Oh, look at that, we teleported. So I'm gonna run through the the Elite Four again, and I don't like to save through the Elite Four, but for these challenges, it makes sense to, right? We've seen that these Elite Four are honestly gonna be easy. Unless Phoebe gets a curse off, we should be able to sweep the entire Elite Four relatively quick. The Whale Lord setting up Rain Dance does hurt. But I think with a little bit of RNG luck, we should be able to get through the Whale Lord and then sweep the entirety of the team. So let me go back through here and beat all of these guys real quick. Just a few seconds later, we are back to Champion Wallace. So let's see. I used Belly Drum. He uses Water Spout, which kills us. Okay. Belly Drum. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this, seriously. Water Spout. Kills us. Maybe we won't. You seriously gotta stop doing that. There we go. We're gonna play a little risky here without healing our Mon, and we do get an attack drop from Gyarados with Milotic or Melodic, whatever, coming out. There it is. We beat the Elite Four. We beat the Elite Four with a level 80 is when we started, but 83 Smeargle. That is better than what we did in Fire Red. Fire Red Elite Four and Champion is harder, but that's because they have a fighting type who actually is... Bruno's a chump, but fighting types are good against Smeargle nonetheless. So, there we go. We have beaten this. May comes to talk to us, Birch comes to talk to us. Pokedex is probably garbage because we've only caught a few Mons. And here we go. Oh man, this is so awesome. Because I don't know this game as well, so it's nice to be able to start a game and beat it with the Smeargle, who is, you know, a joke of a Pokemon, really, with its little gimmick, but it is doable. Picasso, look at you. The big boss. Whoops, I hit the wrong key. That's what I'm talking about. So, we're gonna let this play out, and this is a lot of fun. I think we're gonna do some more Smeargle challenges. Oh. Gen 3 games haven't been too hard. I don't want to play Gen 2. Gen 2 is a long game. We may play it in the Gen 4 remakes with the Smeargle because the move pools are a lot deeper. That's our team. That's our team. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got some other things that I want to get recorded and done. These have been some fun little one-offs, starting with Magikarp. Anyway, that's going to do it for us today, guys. we are out of video time. I don't know how long this is going to be anyway, but I want to try to keep these shorter and shorter as I can, with still showing off some things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, let me know by leaving a like or comment. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check the description down below for all the different ways to follow me. Links to Twitter, Twitch, and Discord are down there. There are links to the second channel, as well as links to Patreon if that's something you're into. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.